Hi, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studios, and I thought I'd hop on real quick and do a pretty short video of something that I was doing this afternoon, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I thought I would share it with you. I think you'll really enjoy it. But I'm working on a William Morris kind of themed journal. I mean, the papers are majority William Morris designs. They were digitals that I purchased from Etsy. And anyways, so I'm trying some different things with the pages. I did a couple of videos of different things that I've done. But anyways, I had this idea. A couple weeks ago, Rachel from Roxy Creations created, her weekly challenge was to make faux washi tape. Let me show you what she did. Basically, she took I don't know if it was vellum or tracing paper or something, and she used alcohol markers and she drew on it and then created washi tape, which I have done here. And I thought it was a pretty good idea. I used double-sided tape, and I used it a couple places in my journal. Let me see if I can find one. Like right here. This is a piece of that tape. This is a piece of that tape. Anyways, I thought it was such a good idea, but then I got thinking, what if I printed on tracing paper? Hold on, let me show you what I used. So I had some of this Canson tracing paper. It's 9 by 12. It's 9 by 12, and I've had it for a long time. And I thought, what if I print it on here and then use the prints as faux washi? And I wanted something to go with this journal. So what I ended up doing is I took, some of the digitals, and I actually cropped out a 1/2 inch from different designs, you know, like off the different designs, and I put them all on one document, one Photoshop document, and I came up with this. Let me turn it this way, see if it'll show better. Came up with this, so it's got 1/2 inch strips. So it came out pretty good, and I did one where I put the tape on and I got a strip, and it's way cool. So what happened though is this tracing paper, I keep wanting to say tissue paper, it's tracing paper, so if I say tissue, disregard, it's tracing paper. It's so thin when I put it through my printer, and I just have an HP inkjet. I'm going to show you here. It kind of has trouble starting. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I'm in camera. And so it kind of runs, the ink runs a little bit. Up here you can see where it tried to pull it through here, these lines, these black lines, and down here as well. But I think I can work with this. But I think next time what I might do is take this and tape it to a piece of bond paper and see if that'll pull it through better. But in general, it's not horrible. So I thought I'll just take this sheet and show you kind of what I did and how it comes out. Now this tracing paper was 9 by 12, so I did have to cut some pieces off. And I have those right here, and I'm going to go ahead and use my alcohol markers on these and make some others. But the other thing I got thinking is, with an inkjet printer, the ink will smear if it gets wet, damp, humid. Black usually doesn't smear, but the color ink, the CMY, those colors kind of smear. And so I thought, what if I put the washi tape on the printed side? And that way, that would be the sticky, and it would go down. And that way in the journals, that top side, it can't really be affected by any kind of water, dampness, or whatever. So that's what I did here. Okay, and I just cut the end off and put it on this book. You can see it right here, and it's perfect. It doesn't smear or anything. So I have taken this piece of paper here and moved it up and down and all around or whatever. You want to try and find out whether you've got the good side or the bad side. And you can see the ink come off. This is the printed side, which is the side I want to put the tape on. So these are 1/2 inch strips. So I'm going to use 1/2 inch double-sided tape. Let's go ahead and use, let's pick, let's see, I think this one printed kind of off the page, so it's not quite 1/2 inch. So maybe I'll use that and just use a 1/4 inch or something smaller. Okay, let's use this one. And we'll just, that way I can just show you on this last piece right here. But the other ones are definitely 1/2 inch wide. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm looking now, here's where I kind of smeared. So I'm only going to run it from like here, this side, to about here. So I'm just going to hold that over that area and snip. And it doesn't have to be exact, but I just don't want to waste the double-sided tape. Okay. Then I'm just going to lay it down. I'm going to use this end. I'm going to hold this up in the air so it doesn't stick to it, and I'm going to lay it down on this end. Okay. I just want to get it kind of straight here so I got color underneath most of the tape. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, and if you're more careful than I, you could probably get that on really straight. But I just wanted to show you real quick how it works. Now remember, we've put the tape on the printed side, so I'm going to get a little Post-it on this side so I don't have to smear it again to remember. Okay. Now all I'm going to do is go ahead and trim where I have some paper on the outside of the tape. That looks good. Here. You want to make sure that you burnish your, tape a little bit onto your, I keep wanting to say tissue, tracing paper. And when I first tried this, I was afraid that when I did this part, I was going to smear all that ink onto the adhesive. But it didn't, so I kept my fingers crossed. Okay. All right, and then I'm not going to use the whole thing, but I'm going to cut a piece off just to show you. Let's see, so let's cut a piece off down here. Okay. And let's bring our journal over. And I'm just going to take one of the signatures out and we'll just put a piece on one of the pages. Oh, that actually matches that. What if we just put it right up there? How perfect is that? So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. And we'll just put that right up there. And it matches our little card. How cool is that? Faux washi out of a digital. And remember, we put the double-sided tape on the printed side so it won't smear. Love it. And the other thing is this right here, as with your papers when Rachel showed you, you don't have to put all the tape on at once and cut it up like I did it the way she did it. You can just actually store this paper as long as you have it noted which side is the printed side. Just put it in with your digitals. Like I keep all my digitals for each project in one of these plastic folders, scraps or whatever. You just slide it right in there and keep it with your digitals. And that way you can use it as needed. Think how fun this would be if you used Christmas paper. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention was where's mine? Okay, so I actually cropped all these different papers into 1/2-inch strips, but you don't have to do that. If you, say, used a whole digital, like Christmas or themed or colorful, whatever, and you're putting tape on and you print it out on a piece of tracing paper, and you're putting, you know, a 1/4-inch or 1/2-inch tape all along, look at all the different designs you'll get just based on the fact that there's different colors and this is colorful. So you don't have to do it this way, you know, and crop them all out or whatever. I just did it because I wanted to use it for this journal and I have that capability. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I would never have gotten the idea if it wasn't for Rachel at Roxy Creations showing us how to do the weekly challenge with the alcohol markers. That's what got it rolling in my head. And I think I'm gonna, once I finish these, I think I'm gonna probably use this in all of my different journals. I'll just print pages and keep it for when I'm decorating ephemera and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's useful for you in your journals. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.